is right, what is good with the viewers of the tube. All 216 of you tuning in live. Tyler here, Chico Crypto, as you guys know. And it's another live stream. Happy Saturday, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And thank you to all the viewers on Theta tuning in early. Just to let everybody know, Theta is now hosting VODs, video on demand. So my videos will be hosted on there as well. Again, asking you kindly to follow me on all my social channels. I'm on Instagram, broke 7K followers. Thank you everybody for following me on there. Uptrend, I got 822. This is one of the decentralized platforms. I mean, one little less than 1/6 of, Instagram, but that's still pretty good for a decentralized platform. And then I'm also on Facebook, which is doing the worst. Freaking Facebook. Hey, thank you, Ron Bubble Crypto. I appreciate it, man. What's good, everybody in the YouTube chat? It's good to see you guys. So yeah, I'm probably going to talk about some FOMO. Some big FOMO going on. So, I mean, Bitcoin staying above 10K. Bitcoin staying above 11K right now is actually pretty dang outstanding, in my opinion. We've had some really bad news coming out. I mean, if this news would have came out in 2017, even 2018, even 2019, it could have crushed the markets. BitMEX has been, one of the derivative leaders for the longest time. And big stuff's going down with that. And then, in China's own BitMEX is going down. I mean, we got a 1-2 punch and the markets didn't really budge. I mean, you look at the charts and, yeah, you look at the charts since this news came out, it's not really budging, BitMEX news around here, we got down, didn't even break 10,500, and since OKX news, we've just been going sideways, and actually pumped after the BitMEX news. It's insane to me that this is happening. Hey, Craven Moorhead, yes, I do hold my RSR. I didn't mention it in that video. There were a few coins that I didn't mention that I still hold. It's just, I just didn't want to go on a list forever. I'm sorry, there was no, rhyme or reason behind that. It was just how it happened. No, I don't have a Discord yet, but maybe here soon, Pot. Thank you, man, for asking. I've thought about it. So why is this insanity happen? Why are the markets holding when some of the worst news is coming out? Derivatives exchanges, both OKX and BitMEX alone, over $3.7 million, you guys, going through those two exchanges. I mean, them having their founders in police custody is not a good thing. You would think, the markets would go down. But we've had this kind of news. So these institutions, Square puts in 1% of their assets, $50 million. Michael Saylor of MicroStrategy puts in $425 million. And this was before everybody. And then finally, this week, Stone Ridge, they followed MicroStrategy and bought 10,000 BTC, over $100 million worth of Bitcoin. It's okay. Well, all these guys are, buying around this 10,500, 9,000 level for Michael, maybe a little bit lower for his first buy, 8,000. These are large buys. I mean, is this the price floor? Are institutions creating really the price floor of 10K BTC? I mean, I kind of see it right now. The 9.6K CME gap might never happen. And this is pretty much coming out. This is from Evertus Research. And it reveals that institutional investors will increasingly use Bitcoin to hedge against inflation and currency devaluation, but they're concerned about a lack of adequate insurance for crypto assets. I understand that. I mean, once you get into the levels of hundreds of millions of dollars in crypto assets, it's kind of scary to be holding that on a ledger at your house, You would like, maybe some armed guards or something protecting that, you know what I mean? Hey, Earth is flat like an ostrich nest. A little thanks from Skunky Linky video for yesterday. We appreciate you for all the hard work. And yes, please start a group ASAP. Hey, I appreciate that $50 tip, man. You're awesome. I love the Link Army. Yes. I hope you're a meme magician too, because that would be pretty freaking dope. So, what's the reason, this is happening? So I do see a big FOMO wave coming, and it all comes down to a thing called game theory. And, what exactly is game theory? Simple explanation right here. Game theory occurs in a competitive environment where one individual or company tries to gain a competitive advantage over their opponent. In essence, one person receives a benefit while the other is disadvantaged. So basically, what's going on is some corporations, companies, are trying to gain advantages over their competitors by holding the deflationary, ever-increasing asset of Bitcoin against the inflationary, decreasing in value asset of dollars, or compared with other assets they hold, real estate. Bitcoin's outperforming all those. So, that is the game theory. Are we going to have a cycle, of corporations that are just going to keep trying to one-up each other, basically, buying a little bit more? They saw what happened with Michael Saylor. They saw what happened with Square. They made headlines. Their company's in the news again. I foresee that happening here in 2021 into 2020. More things start happening. So basically, game theory, Nash equilibrium could be reached. It's basically where it's not going to work in an advantage for Bitcoin, basically going to work in a disadvantage, where over, 60%, 50-60% of the corporations start holding it, they're going to start working against the asset, shorting it and things, which, can eventually hurt the price. But that's probably not going to happen until maybe not this wave, next wave, I would guess, personally. Hey, Papa Whoop, thank you for the freaking Canadian $34.99 tip. You guys are awesome. Appreciate all your tips. You guys have been keeping the chat fun, and whenever I get those, it makes me happy. So, cheers to you guys. But what's funny about game theory actually is what makes the Bitcoin blockchain what it is. Miners compete in game theory, and it's what keeps them honest. And Satoshi was a master in game theory. If he didn't understand game theory, Bitcoin wouldn't be designed like it is. Bitcoin has game theory directly in its design. So, interesting. Game theory with corporations, Bitcoin mining game theory. It's all happening. And this is only going to increase because, again, what the research is showing. They are using Bitcoin to hedge against deflation. They're using Bitcoin to gain a competitive advantage in the environment. And that's because what our governments are doing. They print like crazy. They're not caring about anything except keeping the economy afloat and their pockets stuffed right now. Not down the future. They're not thinking about 10, 20 years. They're only thinking about right now. And that's why some people, IMF, are calling for the new Bretton Woods movement, moment, what happened back in can't remember the exact date, but early 1900s, Bretton Woods Agreement. And we went off the Bretton Woods gold standard eventually, and that's where this inflationary cycle really began, 70s, 80s. So, governments are calling for it. They know it's happening. Total debt in the U.S. is growing like crazy. Some people don't like Zero Hedge, but they do put out some good content. This is an example of that, showing just how U.S. debt is growing. And then basically, the Congressional Budget Office, CBO, put out, what they project federal debt held by public to happen. into 2050. It's about to get absolutely ridiculous. So again, this is another basically power to the game theory. It's giving game theory a reason to happen. And it's probably going to significantly increase it. No, I do not hold VeChain or anything. Unfortunately. Or fortunately. So now I'm going to cause a little bit of controversy in this chat. So who is better for BTC? The Bidester or the Trumpster? Is it the left? Is it the right? Boom, the clash of the titans. So let's get into it. As we know, Trump's infamous tweet, July of 2019, he went to Twitter just randomly and said, I'm not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptos. Basically going after Libra, saying Bitcoin's used for criminal activities, the same, blah, 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 blah. But that is him on Twitter. But behind closed doors, he has Secretary of Treasury, the Manooch Snooch, the Booch, the man himself, Snooch. Yeah, he's our Treasury Secretary. And back in the 2008 financial crisis, he capitalized on it with One West. And him and this guy right here, his name's Brian Brooks, they teamed up. They're good friends. So basically, after One West, Brian went to Coinbase and he became their CLO, Chief Legal Officer. Worked there for a good long while, but as we know recently, Brian is now our acting comptroller of the currency from the Treasury Department. He's back with his good friend Snooch Manooch the Booch. So, does Brian like crypto? He says he does. He says he does. And they're doing more probably for crypto, I guess you could say, than other administrations have prior. Some banks are allowed to hold stable coins. So it's hard to really say, what exactly. But then we got to talk about Bidester. The only thing Bidester has said about it is, I don't have any BTC and I'll never ask you to send me, but if you want to chip in to help make Donald a one-term presidente, you can do that here. And he has a link for Bitcoin donations, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know. So, he hasn't really said anything about is he for or against, but his VP pick is one that has more crypto-friendly relationships. So, she has on her team the Sacramento Kings CTO. His name's Ryan Montoya. And I'm next to Sacramento, so I'm fully aware of how gung-ho they are on Bitcoin and crypto. And Ryan is 100%. So he said that this was done by Ryan. The team mines Bitcoin in its data center, and this year announced a blockchain-based rewards program in partnership with Block Party. We have a very tech-savvy ownership group, and innovation is a given. It's part of our DNA, he said. So that's actually a good sign. VP is more bullish. I mean, Mike Pence is that guy doesn't even know what Bitcoin is. I'll tell you that right now. And he probably doesn't ever want to learn what it is. At least, right there, you have that. 150K subscriptions. You're abusing the other YouTube channels. I'm actually not doing as well as I once was. My views and subscribers are down very far. But yeah, I'm 150K break. I never thought it would happen. So, pretty crazy. BW Nasty 7. Avid the Big Bang Reset claims Black Swan event Monday, October 19th. Your thought? Now, I hate those stupid dates. It just goes to QAnon stuff. They've had 100 dates where they were supposed to, take down the cabal. It never happened, so I don't pay attention to that baloney, especially if they have a specific date. Daniel Andre. Tyler, when do you think the best time to buy BTC? I recommend a dollar cost averaging strategy. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take my advice, but I buy no matter what. When it's high-low, which is averaging your cost buys on a set schedule and sticking to a plan that, doesn't break the bank. That's always the smartest strategy. Put in what you can afford. Never put in more than you can afford to lose. But there's a third pick, you guys. Who cares about Trump or Biden? There's a number. Tres. This is what, if you're American, voting for Joe Jorgensen is probably the most American thing you can freaking do. People are like, oh, you're wasting your vote. She'll never win. Yeah, I know she'll never win. But if she gets a certain percentage of the votes, the Libertarian Party will have a place on the next Democratic or the next presidential debates. They will have a public place. And it's a small percentage. I can't remember the exact, but everyone, we've gotten close, I think maybe once or twice, and not even that close. But it's a really small percentage. But everyone thinks they need to vote left or right. No, you don't. And if you're pro Second Amendment, Joe Jorgensen, she has banks. I'll tell you that. So let's see what she's said about Bitcoin, you guys. So who is the most Bitcoin-friendly presidential candidate? It's Joe Jorgensen. She said, regarding question, can you tell our readers what types of plans you have that would address specifically Bitcoin and cryptocurrency advocates? First, I would enact Ron Paul's Free Competition in Currency Act. This would repeal legal tender laws and taxes on coins and monetary metals, and it would repeal the prohibition on coining money. Also, I would repeal the Bank Secrecy Act, Know Your Customer KYC, and other laws that violate our right to financial privacy. Many people go to Bitcoin because they do want privacy, so I would work to repeal those unjust laws. I would also appoint commissioners to the CFTC and the SEC who would then seek to deregulate Bitcoin and other crypto assets. I would appoint leaders at the Treasury who would be told to leave Bitcoin and crypto operations alone. Lastly, I would pardon Ross Ulbricht, the individual who operated the Silk Road Marketplace. You guys, she understands who Bitcoin. She knows who Ross Ulbricht is. If you guys are like, oh, I'm going to still vote you guys, Trump or Biden, I hate it. Because if you're like crypto, there's a person you should be voting for. It's right here. It's in your face. And yeah, it just grinds my gears that people still play into the same left or right. The thing they want you to do. And you call yourself, against the system. You're an idiot. I'll tell you that right now. I'm sorry. Just being honest. Hey, Tyler, check out Tridex. MetaMask users subs, all TV tools coming. Rumor of stock market pairs and commodity pairs. And more. Love you. Thanks, man. Yeah, I might check it out. ChartEX. Sounds interesting, man. Give me a high meow meow or a low meow meow and a cute meow meow. Peter in. Oh, man. Tipping me to do some crazy stuff. Hi meow meow. Meow, meow. Meow. Yeah, that was pretty good. So, yeah, I feel like almost feel like a monkey up here that, tipped to do some tricks. Even though that's one of the most evil things out there. I hate that when people have, circus monkeys out there. Hey, my brother, you are the smart man. Let's get it. Womp. Thank you for the $125 tip, man. You're awesome. So I'm actually going to be hanging out with Womp here soon. Going to be going down to his pad to hang out. So I'm super stoked. Yeah. So, and she just announced she's the most recent candidate to be talking about Bitcoin. She just announced she is accepting it. So I thought Joe was, but apparently not. But she is. She is partnered with BitPay to accept Bitcoin. So right here, accept more than just Bitcoin too. That's cool. I donate to Joe. So she texts me all the time to redonate. I haven't donated in Bitcoin, so I'll probably do that here soon. But yeah, and she's not going to win. People are like, oh, you're wasting your vote. I'm just trying to get a third-party candidate on the presidential stage. So we have a more distributed political system, which is the most American thing you can do. We need to stop the two-party system. That's what needs to happen right now. And the only way is get a third party up on the public stage. We have third parties, but we don't have them on the public stage. So, one thing I want to look at is comparisons to Bitcoin and Ethereum regarding activity. So I'm taking 30-day moving averages on Glassnode and looking at, the number of active addresses compared to with the 2017 bubble, 2018. 30-day moving average for new addresses per day, average over 30 days per day, was about 590,000. As of right now with Bitcoin, it's around 486. Ethereum, on the other hand, new addresses had like 235,000 per day during its hype. Now it's down to about 87,000, 85,000. So basically, we're 79%, 80%, new addresses. We're about back to that level. With Ethereum, and I thought it was going to be more, we're only at about 35%. That is a little not concerning to me, but makes me think why. With that DeFi hype bubble, you think it would be a little more with new addresses. But then active addresses. So this is addresses, who are moving coins, actually participating in the protocol. Over 1 million back in the 2017, 2018 bubble. Then about 988. So this was about... Where's this Ethereum's one? Yeah, this is about 88% of active addresses with Bitcoin compared to today. And Ethereum is 575. We're back down to about 358, which is about 62%. So, better on active addresses, but not as good with new addresses. So again, this just goes back into my newbie Valve kind of theory thing I came up with. Basically, you have everyone who gets into crypto, a new, completely brand new person, they get into Bitcoin first. So of course that's always going to be higher because especially when the markets aren't necessarily moving, it may be more even once you get near full hype bull market levels, but at, bull market, not necessarily, I call bull market lows, you're not really going parabolic, you're just going up slowly but surely. At that point, you're really having a lot of newbies coming into Bitcoin, and some getting into Ethereum and DeFi, but not nearly as much as Bitcoin. But once the hype cycles really take off and people, understand what DeFi is, because they learn quickly. They first invest in Bitcoin. They see their Bitcoin investment go from 10 to 15,000 in, we'll say we're parabolic cycle in a week or two. They start researching. They start, whoa, what the hell? They really quickly learn about Ethereum. They really quickly learn about DeFi. If the markets aren't going up, they're not researching. They're just like, oh, that's cool, that's awesome. Ren just built a blockchain lightsaber? What? That's pretty awesome. Thank you for the tip, Bone Man. I didn't know Ren was building lightsabers. Peter C. Yo, you're rocking my last name, Chico. Anyways, thanks for existing, Tyler. Peter Chico. That is an awesome name, man. Appreciate the tip, dude. So, again, it's not that concerning to me. It's interesting to see it. I thought it was going to be higher, but again, newbies are really flowing into Bitcoin now. Not really necessarily learning about DeFi, especially as the hype has died down. It'll come eventually. But this is big. So there's a hype little thing starting, and it's from a little application, D-app, called Circles. And it's universal basic income. And it's giving users basically free crypto that you can kind of join from or grow from growing your social circles. So basic income on the blockchain. I haven't looked into the specifics of how it works. I will be soon. And it's so popular right now. And this is what you want to kind of see. I know it sucks because you can't join, but you want to see if, oh, it's back up. That's good. Or it's just really slow. Their servers are down. So a lot of people are trying to join this right now. To make servers go down. Yeah, a lot of people. I'm sure probably upwards of 100,000 are trying to get in on this. And you kind of get the confirmation of this because larger crypto entities are starting to tweet about it. Trust me, I'm a good guy. He posts his garden circles, social circle link. And then you just go to Twitter. I'm not shitting you guys. I mean, it is a flood of people posting their links. It is ridiculous. That's why I think it could be upwards of 100,000 people. It's catching a hype wave. Large entities. So, what blockchain is Circles using? I wonder. Well, if they're going to be providing a basic income, they need a stable, scalable currency, wouldn't you say? I would say, yeah. For the public test phase, Circles is using the Kovan network, which is one of the public Ethereum test nets. For our full launch later this year, which just happened, we plan on using the XDAI network. Yeah, buddy. They're coming. It's coming. So, yeah, XDAI tweeted about it. Saying, yeah, welcoming Circles. And, I mean, I'm going to say it again. I don't think Optimism is as close as people think. Chainlink has the closest, but they're still in testnet. I'm still saying 6 months to a year till we have a full general purpose, ready to go Optimism chain. Still saying that, and that's too much time for ready to go applications. There's too many of them that are like, well, we're ready to go. And they'll start moving. It's going to happen. And it's not like these projects are necessarily leaving Ethereum either. XDAI stated that they plan to become a roll-up chain, sister chain. So these projects, dApps, whatever, that build on XDAI will be able to just plug right into Ethereum, like literally like a plug. It's going to be exciting, I think, for XDAI. What are my thoughts on Rotten Swap? Deflationary tokenomics coming. I haven't looked into it. I've had a lot of people asking me to. I just don't like the name. It sounds rotten. You know, they need to change the name. Personally, I think. Great work as always, Chico. Just like to encourage those with you need to delegate. And if they can, vote down any proposals that centralize the project. Yeah, I would vote down the aggregators trying to push through their proposal. They do have a lot of tokens already, and they're trying to get more. And they're trying to push through a proposal, which gets them that lot more. Carlos Hawkins, man, thank you for the 10 euro trip. 10, is that a pound? Cheers from the UK. That's got to be a pound then. Pound it, brother. Hey, Chico, what comes first, a haircut or 20k link? A haircut. 20k Bitcoin will come before 20k link. If 20k link ever happens. The meme magicians still need to work on 1k. Memeing their power, you know what I mean? So, this is some pretty cool news. Almost 1,000 likes, 327 retweets. Chainlink official tweeted, the Chainlink network is supporting an ever-growing number of premium APIs. A Tesla external adapter built during last month's Chainlink hackathon is now available on Chainlink Market, enabling smart contracts to verifiably connect to Tesla vehicles. Who are they retweeting? This a Tesla guy? No, he's the guy who built it. Part of Genesis. So they are a little bit. Genesis is out of Australia. They did build this Tesla Chainlink adapter, and actually, it's a product of a Chainlink hackathon. Here's the link. My ride demo came out 27th, only like a few months ago. But it's not necessarily a partnership with Tesla. They just prove that hey, Chainlink can work with Tesla Powerwalls and Tesla servers, Tesla vehicles, and smart contracts could control. GitHub's out here. They have a video. I think that was the video I showed right there. Yeah. I like the cover photo. He looks pretty cool with the leather jean jacket, I mean, and Chainlink t-shirt. Hell yeah. So they are proving, you know, that they can work with Tesla Powerwalls and Tesla vehicles and Tesla servers. But also, what other project has proved they can too? D3A, decentralized autonomous area agent, from Grid Singularity, backbone of Energy Web. It also can connect to Powerwalls, and also the cars as well. So, Chainlink and Energy Web are connected together. I would like to see more collaboration on this. Hopefully we do see it here soon. I'm just getting excited, because if we get some news of a Chainlink, Energy Web, Tesla collaboration, I might jizz my pants. I seriously might. That would be a dream come true. Ether Black, man, for keeping it real, brother. Appreciate the work and insight. Oh my god. Thank you for your $100 tip. 1,000. Yeah, you guys are crazy, man. Thank you guys. You guys really don't have to do that. Brian Williamson. I consider buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold, and silver. Thoughts? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, the assets that can't really be printed are probably a good assets to hold in a inflationary printers go wild world. But I can't provide financial advice, so. Chainlink will also use IoT and Big Pharma to chainlink your brains to Neuralink. Go Elon. Oh, man. Don't get me started on that. That might be a good video. But I'd need more confirmation of it before I create anything. I don't want to create FOMO when there's not. There are a lot of indirect Chainlink connections to like Swift and stuff, but nothing really to Tesla. They're proving it can work, but I haven't seen anything as closer than Energy Web. Energy Web's closer, I'll tell you that. Earth is flat like an ostrich nest. Thank you for another $10 tip, man. Rafael Piccolo, am I still bullish on Energy? I do like Energy. They support my channel with sponsorships, which is highly appreciated, especially when they're continuing to support my channel. And yes, once their Energy X exchange comes out and more DApps start porting over, I could see some stake your X. So the final thing I kind of want to end this episode off with, the content per se, I'm actually going to have a special guest on here in a little bit. So tune in for that here in a second. Don't leave. Is I want to say, I told you so. So this came out October 16th today, or yesterday. And it says the DOJ documents allege that an international group of money launderers used Tether as part of a conspiracy to help Latin America drug cartels thrive in the USA. And they were actually Chinese. Huh. I wonder if Tyler made a video that said this was happening. I wonder. Yes, he did. Bitcoin's deadly use case revealed: China cartels and drug money laundering. Yeah, I said it. I mean, I basically painted the picture of what was happening. Didn't name names, of course, or I'd be dead right now. But yeah. Go, yeah. People are saying you're stupid. No, that's not happening. I'm like, come on. Yes, it is. I'm actually texting my guest right now. And he will be on in 5. So I'm actually super, excited that, it's nice to have, that confirmation, that your conspiracy theory was true. So, yes. Chico, when altcoins back in town? Maybe next stimulus. Just tuned in. Well, it's gonna take a little bit next of a wave. We're bubbling already, if you can't see. Altcoins have been doing well. Not like the DeFi hype season where coins are pumping 100% in days, but we're starting to find the feeding again, and one will be on the way. Bitcoin just needs to move up. We're moving on up. 14K. We passed 13K, 14K, it's on. I'll tell you that. What are some stocks I own? I do own one stock, and it's Tesla. That is all. I used to own have a retirement, whatever, but I sold that for crypto. Before the hype bubble of 2017. ADA is poo-poo. You guys know my opinion. I think ADA is pretty poo-poo. But Scotty P, one of the Chico's best moderators, he actually covered my coverage of what happened. So give Scotty P a follow, a watch on his video. Super sleuth, Chico Crypto nails it again. Appreciate it. Give his channel a watch, if you would kindly. Hi Chico, one question. Does the token utility of Chainlink work like the one for Unibright, that you have to get link token for use the oracles? Yeah, so Chainlink oracles you need to stake. So staking is the big mechanism with Chainlink, where you're going to see a lot of value become staked in Chainlink, because if you're going to be providing data for a $1 billion derivatives contract, there has to be $1 billion in Chainlink staked on that node, which takes $1 billion off the market. And if that's a continuing running contract, that's even better. My thoughts on NFTs, Daniel Andre. I love them. I like NFTs. Digital art, like I said in my video, is a hard area to understand and, zoom in on. I mean, it's just like the art world. You have to find out who's going to be the popular artist. Some artists aren't. You're going to waste money on some art pieces, especially if you're going to try to be a reseller. But there is a market for it. NFTs I'm bullish on. I'm bullish on digital art, of course. I'm bullish on real world assets, RWAs, and I'm bullish, that kind of gaming assets too.
Yo.
Oh, okay. So we got crypto and culture on the channel, my friends. So
what's good? Sorry for the delay.
Everything set up. Window captured, display, oops, image, and then back. We should be good. Yo, what's up, Kinsey?
Yo, what's up? What's going on, Chico? How's it doing? How's it doing, crowd? How's it doing, Chico Army? How y'all doing today?
We're doing well. Yeah, we just got done with the stream talking about, the Bitcoin FOMO wave. What are your thoughts on that? What do you think about? Oh, before we get into that, hold on. I want to promote your channel. I want to promote your channel.
Shout out Scotty P.
Crypto Culture is the YouTube channel. So search for Crypto Culture. His old name was Crypto in Culture, so you can search for that too. And he will come up. So give him a follow. Link for his channel is also in the description, you guys.
Oh, appreciate that. But for anybody that's new, I really want to say I'm not Ian Bellina. I saw the comments. No. But for anybody that's new, my channel is just about, getting you guys into cryptocurrency, just learning like all the steps. If you haven't known my story is I bought in 2017 the top. I bought the top, lost all my money, stuck around, started watching Chico because he seemed like the realest person on the channel on YouTube. Yeah, he really, yeah, bro, you really like. You taught me things like the Satoshi Roundtable. You taught me about how the 1 Bitcoin Club, the 21 Bitcoin Club, like you were producing content that other people weren't sharing. And it was like you and a couple of other influencers that really kept me going, really kept me stuck in the space. And so just talking about how the boom that's about to happen, yeah, if you stick around, you will be rewarded in this space. I can't make predictions because everybody makes prediction, and who knows what's going to be right or not. Who knows? But
you were a part of the 2017, 2018, the fall, so you know what it's like to be down and out. Like you're like you think it's all over, and now you've made out back. Most of your losses, all your losses, plus
all of them, all of them plus some. Just by sticking around, just by participating in this space. That's it. Learn how to use something. Use a MetaMask. A lot of people don't understand the way you make money in this space is simply by experimenting with everything and seeing what works. That's all. It's experiment with it, touch it, feel it, see how it works, try to understand it. And if it breaks, it breaks. You lost your money, and then you just keep moving. You keep trying, and you keep going. And it's unfortunate how YouTube and crypto influencers are like labeled as scammers, because all we're doing is just showing you guys what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
But definitely the DeFi space. Who was it? The CFTC just the other day or 2 days ago was screaming, praise Ethereum.
Yep, it's funny.
Bro, it's funny. And I put a tweet out saying, you guys didn't even know this guy was rug pulling you this whole time. And he's not the only one. I know there are probably multiple regulators that are in the space that aren't speaking, even hush.
I showed that actually in a Medium article. There was a blockchain analysis guy who went through the top 100 or 1,000 Ethereum wallets, and he was able to trace back a lot of the wallets to Amazon guys, Walmart guys. These guys are buying, you guys, and they're not. A lot of them aren't saying anything because and I get it too, because Ethereum isn't an asset like Bitcoin yet. It's close, but there's not a regulated exchange trading it. There's not a CME. Once that happens, we'll start hearing the public announcements like MicroStrategy and all of that. Same type of thing will happen with Bitcoin. Again, the corporate game theory I was talking about, which is going to push this FOMO wave, is going to happen with Ethereum too.
Oh, thanks for all the love in the chat, guys. I see you guys on YouTube. I'm gonna definitely drop a link to my YouTube channel in the chat for you guys, just to come by, say what's up. I'm making consistent videos now, thank God. Hold on, let me just pop this over real quick.
Yeah, no worries, man. One guy's asking, actually, he threw me a $5 tip. I wish I could split it 50-50 with you. I'll send you 250 in Bitcoin. It might cost me more in a transaction fee.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather take it in XDAI.
Yeah, how about that? There we go.
I actually just went through the whole process of just setting up the XDAI on my MetaMask and going through there. And the whole bridge and whatnot. I've watched you do it, and then I had to do it myself. I'm like, oh, this isn't as bad. So going back to what we were saying, it's about testing different things. And just like that whole bridge thing, just testing it to see if it works. Then you were able to get on Honey. And the moment you got on HoneySwap, they had the whole Honey token and the bricks and the moons. And for people who aren't paying attention, Honey, bricks, and moons for the past month while DeFi has been crashing,
they've
been going up.
Yeah.
So it's really about just testing stuff out. Yep. Really. And that's what I'm doing, testing stuff out, because we got people like Chico who's like, this is how it's done. And so if we got people like Chico out here, and I know I'm sucking his dick hard. Oh, we're on YouTube.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
But yeah,
with the live streams, there's too much for him to catch, so we're cool, man. Don't worry.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah. I don't know. Questions. You were asking a question.
So the big thing, about XDAI, I think, is the liquidity pools and, being able to provide a cheaper trade to people. I talked about that in my video, like the merchants, liquidity pools and their providers are a merchant. They are providing a way for a consumer to get a token. So if a merchant can, get a stand, that provides a flashier thing to consumers that makes them want to come to their stand to buy, which in XDAI's case, it's cheaper tokens, flashy, it's going to happen. Eventually it happens. And I slowly see that happening with XDAI.
For sure. And you got other Ethereum layers 2. You got PokerSwap that's trying to, work with Ethereum. Personally, with ETH 2.0, I don't, and then not to bash on ETH 2.0, I don't see ETH 2.0 fully coming out for like another 2 years, but they're taking steps, and it's Ethereum, it's doing what it needs to do right now. Yeah. But as the competition comes closer, they're gonna realize they need these layer 2 solutions. We need these things, especially like from what I've been seeing. They've got the heat on their asses now. Yeah. I expect to see some big things coming from Ethereum this year. Not even this year, next year for sure.
Oh yeah. So we got a guy who asked, what are our thoughts on Zelika? They introduced ZilSwap recently, which was built by Switch.io. Staking working, bridge for ERC tokens. Again, I mean, we're gonna have a lot of people coming out with these, ERC20 copies and stuff. Are they going to provide something of value that others aren't already, and the network effect? Again, the network effect comes into this. Of course, there's Uniswap, but there's a problem with that, and XDAI fixes that problem. And XDAI has the network effect right now, while others don't, you guys. They don't. I'm telling you. Maddox, Swap, they don't have the volume compared. Maybe they get some whales to push it up. We'll see. XDAI doesn't have like massive whales pushing it. It's more of a community thing, which I like to see. But yeah. Ray Santos Crypto, he said, keep up the good work and stay ruthless. Thanks, Ray. Chico, according to my last video, basically we are not due for a dump until March of 2021. So after the election, we should expect a stimulus and pump. No, I said, you're misunderstanding me, bro.
Good Lord.
I said election, we could see a little dump, but I don't see a significant one because business as usual behind the scenes. Of course, a lot of even these Wall Street investors don't understand that. They don't understand it. So they see Biden or Trump get elected, they don't like it, they dump their portfolio on the day. We could see some volatility that day, but what are your thoughts?
My thoughts is go look back at 2016 and look what happened to the election during that time, and you'll see that Bitcoin only moved like 2%, 4%, 3%. It doesn't matter what happens at the election, because a year from now, 2 years from now, Bitcoin's still going to be around, and if you're just holding, you're fine. Yep. Don't worry about what the short-term stuff is going to happen. You're good. Just keep accumulating. Completely ignore whatever's happening in politics. That's my advice. Just ignore what's going on, because if you're so focused on that, then you're going to be missing out on what's going on here.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep,
so
exactly.
I'm not worried about what the like. And I know I'm maybe talking it in a place of like, I don't know how to say it, but you're good. Just hold. Like, it really is just hold. If I can go through the bear market and suffer 20K to 3K, you can suffer a 2, 3, maybe even a 20% drop in Bitcoin. get a little extra job, get a little bit more funds, and keep it rolling. Trust me, you'll be all right.
Yep. All right. Well, we're gonna probably take off with the YouTube stream, but we're gonna keep live streaming on Theta if that's cool, Kinsey.
Oh yeah, but I actually have to jump right back to the other
the other one.
doing.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries.
You can.
Yeah, you can
you
jump
guys,
on.
You guys, you can find me on Crypto Culture. I'm like I said, I just go dive into the DeFi, shoot the news, find interesting things that I like, and I try to keep it funny and fun because at the end of the day, no one's as funny as me on crypto. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. No one's as entertaining as me. Just to let you know. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Chico, for putting me on the channel. And I'm gonna go back to moderating and doing all these other things I got today.
No, you're awesome, man. Well, I appreciate it. You guys, again, his channel's in the description. You can find it with Crypto Culture, Crypto and Culture. So cheers, Kinsey, man.
Take it easy, dog.
All right, man. Take her easy. All right, let me get back to my and then window capture's gone. All right, viewers of the tube. Well, appreciate everyone for tuning into the stream. I don't think I got shadow banned. Doesn't look like it. So that's good. But still, my live streams aren't like they used to be. YouTube's being a bully lately. I was getting like 3,000 viewers back in the day. Nah, not. Only 1.3 now. Screw you, YouTube. But yeah, appreciate all you guys. And then Monday, I'm going to be having an excellent video. I actually usually have the idea for it already done. But Friday, I was having writer's block, if you've ever heard of that. And yeah, so after then, Sunday, I should have my topic, and Monday, a regular video, but don't know what it is. If you want to continue watching, check me out on Theta, and see you guys on there. Peace.